Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and if you don't mind, I'm going to dispel this bullshit myth that you can sit on your ass all day, not eat, not work out, and still build incredible amounts of muscle by taking steroids, okay? I was looking through old comments in my YouTube channel, and I saw one guy's comment on a video I made about whether or not steroids will build muscle if you don't work out and you don't diet. And what he said is, oh, they didn't say that you're gonna get jacked or ripped by taking steroids and not working out. They just talked about whether you build muscle mass or not, which you did. Okay, let's go ahead and do this once again. For those of you who don't know what it is, these big disgusting fat asses who sit on their sofas all day eating ice cream, eating pizza, eating potato chips, watching Netflix, and claiming I'd be in the same shape as Stallone is if I did steroids, but I'm not going to because he's on steroids and that's the only reason why Stallone's in the shape he's in. Well, guess what? What they're talking about is something called testosterone dose-response relationships in healthy young men. It's also called the 600 milligram test study sometimes because what they basically did is they took young men, 18 to 35 years old, healthy, okay, gave them varying amounts of testosterone for 20 weeks, the highest dose being 600 milligrams, and they recorded the results, okay? Not only that, but they controlled the amount of food they consumed. They took in every day 36 calories per kilogram, and they also took in 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram. Now that comes down to 0.55 grams of protein per pound and 16 calories per pound. Now 16 calories per pound is basically about maintenance, okay? So they certainly weren't bulking. And 0.55 grams of protein per pound, most people recommend you take in 1 gram per pound of body weight. I recommend you take in 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So they were taking in maintenance calories and they were taking in half of what is normally recognized as the amount of protein your body needs to grow. Not only that, but they were specifically told not to undertake strength training or endurance training during the study. So this is exactly what those couch potatoes were waiting for. Proof that you can build muscle and burn fat by sitting on your ass all day, not eating properly, not working out whatsoever, and taking steroids. So let's go ahead and look at the results that they are so fucking proud of. After 20 weeks, the 600 milligram group lost 1.1 kilos of body fat, which is about 2.42 pounds in 20 weeks. 0.121 pounds a week. Okay, it's like 1/10 of a pound a week. That's like nothing to talk about. So you obviously are going to get shredded by taking steroids and sitting on your ass. But they did build 17.38 pounds of muscle in 20 weeks, okay? Now let's go ahead and let's talk about muscle, okay? It's not muscle that they built. The 7.9 kilos or the 17 pounds that they increased their weight in was not muscle. It was fat-free mass. And if you think that it's awesome to be able to increase your fat-free mass by damn near a pound a week by taking testosterone, not eating enough protein, and by not doing any exercise, I'm gonna show you how you can increase your fat-free mass in 15 minutes by taking a perfectly safe, FDA-approved supplement you could buy in any vitamin shop in the world, and that has even been approved for use by children. This is what you do. You go ahead and you do a DEXA scan, which is exactly what the guys in this study did. You do a DEXA scan, you step on the scale, you've got your weight, you've got your fat-free mass. You take one single vitamin C tablet, okay? Pay attention, and you drink a gallon of water. Then you step on the scale and you weigh, within 15 minutes, you weigh 8 pounds more. You do the DEXA scan and it confirms that you have increased your fat-free mass by 8 pounds in only 15 minutes. Now, I know you're gonna say that's just water weight, and I'm gonna say it's mass because it takes up space and it has weight to it, and it's not fat, so it's fat-free mass. So by taking one single vitamin C tablet, and drinking a gallon of water, you have increased your fat-free mass by 8 pounds in 15 minutes. Now, I know this sounds ridiculous, but guess what? It is no more ridiculous than the bullshit that these big, disgusting fat asses are saying that I'd be fucking jacked like Stallone too if I took steroids, but I'm not going to because it's all gear. It has nothing to do with the diet, nothing to do with the workout. It's all the fucking gear. Well, guess fucking what? No, okay? As a matter of fact, these people really don't know a damn thing about what it's like to take PEDs. Now, I'm going to tell you as somebody who takes testosterone replacement, okay? I have always said that the biggest problem with taking testosterone is controlling your estrogen. Now, I take 200 milligrams a week. That's what my replacement dose that was prescribed by my doctor, okay? And guess what? That's not a lot. That's not enough for me to get water retention. It is enough to cause problems with, quite honestly, when my estrogen goes too high, my penis does not go as high as my estrogen goes. That's actually the only problem that I have when I realize my estrogen is too high, okay? And I used to take 1/4 milligram of Arimidex every 3 days to counteract that. These days, what I've noticed is if I take my testosterone every other day, okay, a small amount with an insulin syringe every other day, and I take 100 milligrams of DIM and 500 milligrams of, CDG twice a day, morning and night, okay, I'm able to keep my estrogen in check. Now, the problem is if you take massive amounts, okay, 500, 600, 700, okay, like in this study of testosterone, and you do not take an aromatase inhibitor, which was not mentioned in this study, what's going to happen is your estrogen is going to increase and you are going to gain water weight, okay? Now, ask any woman what happens right around her period when her hormones go up and down, her estrogen goes up and down, her feet swell up, her ankles swell up, okay? Emotional roller coaster. The exact same thing happens when you take massive amounts of aromatazing compounds, okay? Testosterone, D-bol, whatever causes your estrogen to go up, you will gain water weight. As a matter of fact, all these guys talking about how they built 17 pounds of muscle sitting on their ass in fucking 20 weeks, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, okay? Go into any gear forum, go into any forum that talks about steroids, and you'll hear people saying keepable gains. So what they basically say is a person takes, let's say, Dianabol, okay? He takes D-bol, he builds 10, 15 pounds, he puts on all this mass. First of all, he looks like shit, okay? He's got moon face, he's all fucking puffy, he has like no definition, he's got saggy titties, his whole fucking body looks like shit. Why? Because he's filled with water. Why? Because he's filled with estrogen, okay? So first of all, he looks like shit. It's obviously just water retention. Now, he stops taking the D-bol, takes a piss, a couple days later, he's lost half of the weight that he gained. So he gains 10 pounds on Dianabol, takes a piss, a couple days later, guess what? Boom, 5 pounds are gone because it was just water weight. Now, presumably the other 5 pounds is still muscle, but I really don't know if that's true or not either, okay? Also, pay attention, these people who are taking PEDs, not only is half of the weight that they gain bullshit, first of all, but second, even if half of the weight that they gained is muscle, they are also working their asses off in the gym, taking in massive amounts of calories and taking in massive amounts of protein. They're not taking half as much protein as they need, and they're not fucking sitting on their asses, not working out, and they're not eating at maintenance, okay? So these guys are working out and are dieting, and half of what they gain is water weight that goes away immediately, okay? So what I'm basically trying to say here is, yes, I do believe that some of the weight that these guys gained may be muscle, okay? I mean, if you increase your testosterone, you are going to have more muscle. Why is it you think that if you line up a bunch of kids who are not taking steroids, they're like in grade school, okay? And some of them are naturally going to be bigger and stronger than some other guys. It's because some of them have better genes, some of them have more testosterone. It's just the way life is, okay? So yes, I understand that some of that is muscle, but the fact of the matter is none of this shit works unless you work. And even then, a lot of the shit you take is, like I said, it's just going to be water, okay? So If you think that you could go ahead and just shoot up some tests and sit in your ass all day and you could be like the next Rock or the next Sloan or the next Van Damme running around with your puffy, massive ass goddamn boulder shoulders and your fucking, your shredded abs and just being jacked and ripped and the most in shape person in the world, go ahead. Prove me wrong, okay? Put the goddamn Doritos down, wash your hands for 15 minutes to get that nasty orange shit off of your fingers, fucking scrub the shit out of your ass because you fucking haven't taken a shower in 10 days, okay? Jab yourself with a needle, keep eating, and prove me fucking wrong. Prove me that you can fucking get jacked and ripped and fucking strong as fuck by shooting fucking steroids and watching goddamn Netflix, because it hasn't happened yet and it never is gonna happen, okay? Anyway, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you still think that you can fucking, sit in your ass all day, please don't subscribe and please don't fucking click for updates. But if you enjoyed this video and you don't want to sit in your ass all day, please subscribe. Please click the bell icon to get the updates. Follow me on Instagram. I'm actually being active in Twitter. Follow me on Twitter too. And definitely see you guys in the next video.